Hello, welcome to this edition of Grateful Dead Tarot. I don't like doing this, especially for free online, because it takes a lot of my energy. I mean, I like doing it, but it does. I was lazy, I didn't want to do it, but Spirit moved me to do this today, and I'm sure this is for me too. I was going to pick cards live, but when I went to go pick up my Grateful Dead Tarot deck, that was already out of the box, there was two cards lying next to it. And that was the Father card, number 4, reverse. That's a Major Arcana card. Major Arcana cards, there's 21. They're the first 21 cards in the 78 tarot cards. And they're about the major themes in your life. The rest of them are the suit cards, and those are more minor themes in like your daily life. What's going on in your daily life. This is the general energy of what's going on with you, the major theme. So it's reversed. The equivalent of this card, number 4 in the Major Arcana in the regular tarot deck, is the Emperor card, which is ruled by Mars or Aries. The Emperor is all about authority. It's the masculine father figure, the authoritative, not the playful father figure, the authoritative father figure. Number 4 is also about building things. It adds structure. This is the point where you've given birth through the Empress in number 3, and now you're building a foundation. You've given birth to this seed, this baby, and now you're building a foundation. But it's reversed, so that energy needs flipped upside down. This isn't a bad thing. For the purposes of this reading, I'm going to read you the card. This is my Bible for numerology and tarot. That's my raven feather for my best friends that they left me in Arizona. There's no ravens here. So key number 4, the Emperor. I already told you a little bit about the Emperor card. So as a temporary vibration, work, finances, building, practicality. Number 4 brings the need to define and order things. I'm going to turn this music down. It's really loud and I don't want to scream at you. So 4 brings the need to define and order things. At this time, you must measure, classify, record, regulate, and compose yourself, as well as your affairs and your environment. You must attend to everyday earthly matters and handle them through your own efforts and actions. It's time for you to take control of your life. Don't be going blind through life, going wherever the wind takes you. It's time for you to take back your power. And take responsibility. Don't blame everybody else. Don't play the victim. Don't play the victim. You have the power. You have the sovereignty. And you have the support of God when you align yourself with His creative powers. When you align yourself with higher things. So, you will gain materially now through honest toil, as this is a productive period in which the creative drive can be controlled and directed. For males, this time can indicate virility and fatherhood. And this is also a time of embracing your divine masculine energy, especially if you're a female or you're a male that's more of a divine feminine, or you're not balanced. Or maybe you have too much masculine energy, and maybe the reverse makes me believe so, but I don't believe that this reads reverse cards. It doesn't. We're going to read the reversed in the deck when we read it. I'm going to show you these cards while I keep reading. So because these, although the perimeters, you played with square blocks and most likely romped in a square yard. Sorry, I'm reading the wrong part. Excuse me. This is a lot to try to master for me right now. So, for males, this time can indicate virility and fatherhood. Controlling your daily activities will allow you to reap material rewards. Money and finances are very much a part of this cycle, so you should be economical and practical. Set up a budget and pay debts on all levels. Materially, physically, mentally, and spiritually. This is the ideal time to save for that special vacation or the home you've always wanted. Surveying land, planning and building a new home, or refurbishing or reconstructing an existing one are very likely pursuits under a 4. There may be obstacles that must be solved with patience and determination, but if you have the courage to struggle through all opposition, you can make great strides. During this period, reason reigns. The number 4 is symbolic of a square window through which we see. Therefore, you must exercise vision, insight, and analysis. This is not the time to be willy-nilly about things. Because you are able to see into the heart of any situation, you may be called upon to use your reason and judgment. You may be called upon to call upon that responsible father figure within yourself. Embrace that energy. So because you are able to see into the heart of any situation, you may be called upon to use your reason and judgment. Perhaps in the judicial system, as a juror or a courtroom witness, since the judicial system is the foundation upon which a just society is built. Under this vibration, you may have to uphold the traditions that regulate and ensure the continuity of that system. Or this could be with disciplining your kids or yourself. Previously hidden aspects of the past may be revealed during this period, which allow you to correct faulty judgments from an earlier time. This is because the 4 implies the door of opportunity through which you can pass into a new life. Since 4 rules the physical aspects of living, sensual pleasures are available to you now. This is Mars energy. It rules virility, it rules male penises, hard ones, rules sperm, or rules impregnating somebody or something. That doesn't have to be a person or a baby, it could be a creative project. So let's not go there. So be careful of abusing that energy too if you're a sex addict, or be careful of using sex indiscriminately or without responsibility for your behavior, because these are reversed. So there's something that you're doing if you're seeing this reading that you're misusing that energy. We'll get into the reverse of this card in a minute. This is, you can always flip the reverse energy into a positive. You have free will. You have the ability to make a new decision or a new choice at any moment and start over. Since 4 rules the physical aspects of living, sensual pleasures are available to you now. You can have a physically rewarding relationship with a member of the opposite sex. Or just a masculine person. It doesn't have to be. You could still be same gender. However, the crux of this vibration is responsibility, work, and accomplishment. Don't waste it on sex. Don't waste it. Don't be reckless with it. It is a time to make solid foundations, financial, physical, or mental, for your life. It's time to grow up and put your big girl or boy pants on. Business and personal relationships can grow, and lasting ties of friendship may be developed now. Financially, you will earn in direct proportion to your output. You're only going to get back what you give. Don't give nothing and expect a lot in return. If you give nothing, you're going to get nothing. If you put in half-assed effort, you're going to get half-assed on your return. Business and personal relationships can grow, and lasting ties of friendship may be developed now. Financially, you will earn in direct proportion to your output. Exercise and take care of your body and your physical home. Mars is like sports and competition. It's also war. Be careful with your anger. Somebody has anger problems here. And somebody's not taking responsibility. Somebody's putting it on other people, and you're turning other people into the enemy. You're projecting it onto them. It's your own internal bullshit you need to deal with. Other people are never the problem. You're always the problem. So when the energies are spiritually centered, new psychic and spiritual realms can be contacted. You're about to level up if you flip these negatives into a positive and take responsibility for your life and build a solid foundation. If you don't build a solid foundation right now, and you don't have one, especially with those Saturn aspects going on, it's going to fucking crumble. But it's okay if it does crumble. That means it needed to crumble, so to make room for the new, it's okay. It wasn't of God. It wasn't of love. It wasn't of light. It wasn't real. It was just a nightmare. The power is yours. Now we're going to read this card upside down in the actual Grateful Dead deck. They call the Emperor the Father in the Grateful Dead deck. There's a lot of orange and red energy, earth energy, like root chakra energy in this card. And sacral chakra energy. Everything's kind of on fire, like Mars, like red. You see the sun? That looks more like Mars than the sun. Maybe he's on Mars. Maybe he's in Mars, and he has a pyramid in his hand and a bottle of something. It looks like a bottle of liquor, but it has the symbol of eternal life on it. He's drinking a bottle with the symbol of eternal life that looks like poison. But remember, the only difference between a medicine and a poison is the dosage. So if you have doing drugs or you're drinking, watch yourself. And remember, what's a medicine is a poison if you do too much of it. Be responsible. Use things in moderation, whatever you're doing. Watch your anger. Watch your sex. Watch your instincts. Misdirected instincts run rampant. Self-will run rampant. Be careful. Don't be a tyrant. And don't be a dictator. Don't be a dictator. Flip that around. Be a gentle father. Don't carry on the sins of your father. I told you this is going to be a long reading, but it's a deep one. The Father. Discernment, discipline, order. We're going to read the positive side first. Whereas the Mother, because remember, you are not doomed to the positive or negative sides of any of this energy. It's what you do with it. You're in the driver's seat. God gave you free will. You are a sovereign king or queen. But if you follow the will of the ego, that's being a tyrant. That's being a tyrant. You've been following the will of your ego. You need to align with your higher self. Even if you don't believe in God, you have a higher self, a higher consciousness. And you need to discipline yourself. I need to discipline myself. This reading's for me too, apparently, but I'm letting the spirit flow through me right now. I'm not speaking to you from a place of myself. I don't know what's up with the pyramid, but it's in his hand. That's how big we are. We could hold a pyramid in our hand. Size is not real. Space is not real. We're just as powerful as the fucking pyramids. We're more powerful. We're more powerful. We have the co-creative powers of God as long as you align with a higher purpose, a higher will. As long as you're aligned with love and light. Whereas the Mother holds the polarity of the world, boundless nature, the Father signifies the world of the linear thinking mind, stoic and discriminating. He is the principle of consciousness that governs and organizes our lives. The Father transforms that which is undifferentiated and chaotic into something defined and logical, and therefore predictable. The Father teaches us how to interact and communicate in the world of duality. He offers clarity, direction, and vision, but he also requires responsibility. Efficient and direct, the Father utilizes the power of the mind to make decisions from a place of logic instead of emotions. It's that anger. Or maybe you're not too angry. Maybe you're a pushover. Maybe you need to assert yourself on the opposite side of this. That could be why this card's negative for you too. Could be either one. This reading's for a lot of different people. It's a collective reading. So just what resonates with you, you'll know. When reversed, domineering, stay connected to your integrity. Stay connected to your integrity above all. Reversed. Right now, the energy is domineering, oppressive, self-righteous. Maybe you're being self-righteous or oppressive to other people, or somebody's being self-righteous towards you and judging you, or causing you to doubt yourself, or trying to dominate you or oppress you. Take back your power. Take back your power. And if you're abusing your power, take responsibility for what you're doing. And use it rightly. Take responsibility. And if you are being oppressed, you're the only one that can free yourself. And nobody can do that to you unless you let them. Unless they literally tied you up and took you at gunpoint. Then in that case, it's not your fault. But so when reversed, the controlling aspects of the Father are expressed. And stop trying to control life. You need to surrender. You need to let go. Give it over. Give it over to your higher self, to a higher power. Be in your proper space or your proper place. Don't try to take the power of God. Don't play God. Remember where your place is in the line or the chain of command. Everybody else is your equal. The only one who is above you is the Creator. Everybody else, everything in the sonship, all of creation is equal. No one, we are all sovereign. Nobody has more power than anybody else, and not unless you give it to them. There's people that serve and there's people that take power. There's a difference. Serving, you want to be of service as a father, not a domineering, authoritative dictator. Somebody's doing that or somebody's doing that to you. There is a need to get in touch with emotions and develop more empathy, but don't let them take over you. It's one or the other. You need balance, temperance. So there's a need to get in touch with your emotions and develop more empathy. How can you prioritize the desires of your heart? If you come from a space of your heart, if you come from your heart space instead of your mind, you're doing it right. Everything will fall into place. So that's the general energy of your life in this card right now. The second card, and these cards just fell out of the deck. They were next to it. They didn't even fall. I don't know what happened, but they were just sitting next to it. We got the Knight of Wands was the second card. Or the Knight of Bolts. It's the Knight of Bolts, which is fire. That's more fire energy, Mars energy. That's tons of fucking fire. Fire is movement, but it's also spirit. It's the spirit of God. It's the inspiration of God. The power of God. This is what gets things started. This is what gets things moving. There's a lot of movement happening right now, and if there's not, get to it. But be careful. Be careful. This card isn't reversed, so we are looking at the positive aspects of it, but you can turn it reverse. It's still a warning, even if it's if you know the Grateful Dead and you look at this card, there's a dude. He's a train conductor, and he's got a wand, and there's stormy clouds, and he's chugging along. And if you look down here, there's a sexy lady who looks like she's being seductive, trying to seduce him. It's a dark night. But it made me think of the song, and I'm sure that's the point. Casey Jones by the Grateful Dead. This is a Grateful Dead deck. I'm going to play this song for us, but the first thing I heard when I looked at that song is driving that train high on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. I can't sing it all. I never sing unless I'm drunk. I've only done karaoke like 3 times. But I really felt that. So be careful. Slow down. Slow down. Slow down. Don't go too fast. Not slow down, but you might be. Be careful not to go too fast. Don't be irresponsible. That's totally what the Emperor card was just saying anyway. So that's just more of the same energy. But you're going fast, man. We're moving fast. The world's moving fast right now. Everything's speeding up. It's the year of the fire horse just started. And all that Aries energy is coming in right now. We're going into Aries season after Pisces, and Neptune and Saturn just entered Aries. And Saturn in Aries really reminds me of... Saturn is the secondary ruler of Mars, I believe. And that's Emperor energy. And karma's being fucking reaped right now. So, like I said, if you're built on a faulty foundation, like, everything's gonna crumble. You need to rebuild. You need to restart. And if you have a solid foundation, like, your whole life's about to blossom right now and take off. There's just more of that energy. It's time to take over the world and become the CEO. And it's okay. And maybe you've been shy to take leadership in your life. But we're going to read this card in this deck. I'm not going to go as into the other cards. I almost want to stop here. There's so much more over there if you read. It's a lot. And then there's the dolphin and this thing I got to read. I might stop this video and take a break and come back and make it 2 parts. Because we're already at 20 minutes. This is probably going to be like a 45-minute reading. But this is really, really deep, man. And this, I was really moved by spirit. I know this is meant for some people to hear. And I definitely needed to hear this myself. That's been one of my biggest struggles right now, is dealing with anger and self-empowerment without trampling on, and aligning myself with God, my willpower with God, and not my ego. Sorry, it's taking me forever to find this card. That Neptune energy has got me like, ooh. So the Rebel. This is the Knight of Wands in the regular tarot deck. Looks like this. Wands is fire, and look what I'm holding. So it's fire energy, and that also represents spirit. Spirit not being of the 3D, not being of this world. The spirit, the spark of life, the spark of God within you. This is the one, this is the Grateful Dead version. We got Casey Jones, high on cocaine. 2222222. I just saw 2222. That's an important number. And I originally started this video at 626. That's another important number. If you're seeing 22222 or 626, if you want to know what they mean, look them up. So the Knight of Bolts is the Rebel. With unwavering confidence, the Knight of Bolts ignites the world with his untamed energy. And if you've been lacking confidence, here you go, baby. Just remember what we said with the card before, the Emperor card. Stop giving your power away. Stop giving your authority away. Or if you're abusing it, or you're going too fast, man, slow down. Be careful. This is a lot of energy. It can be very destructive if used the wrong way. The same energy that gives life to, like, the world, the God spark, used by the egoic mind, created with the egoic mind, is created with tyranny. You need to create with your higher self, with the universal mind. So with unwavering confidence, the Knight of Bolts ignites the world. So don't be cocky. And if you're being shy, be more confident, be more assertive. I'm going to put this down for a minute because it's hard for me to read this within my hand. So, with unwavering confidence, the Knight of Bolts ignites the world with his untamed energy. Pure fire. And remember, we're being responsible with the Emperor, so we want to tame the energy. Tame it. Like the Strength card, the woman that's taming the beast in the Strength card, number 8. Which is double number 4. With pure fire, he blasts. With pure fire, he blasts through impossible obstacles and antiquated cultural conventions. Be the rebel, but don't be the rebel without a cause. Align yourself, higher purpose. Align yourself with a higher purpose for what's good for the world. We all need to work together right now. He is here to shake things up. Your life might be shaken up right now. It needs to be. It might be to, like, inspire you or light a fire under your motherfucking ass. Here's that fire. It's that fire horse. He is here to shake things up. When the Knight of Bolts arrives, his sense of urgency gives you the push to make bold moves toward achieving your creative vision, but be cautious, be careful. It's okay to move forward. This is a time for moving forward. This is a time for movement. This is a time for action. This is not a time to do nothing. It's better to make a mistake right now and learn from it than to do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Don't do nothing. But be cautious, be careful, and be responsible. Because you can burn things, you can destroy things with this energy. His sense of urgency gives you the push to make bold moves toward achieving your creative vision. If you aren't ready for change, then get out of the way. If you aren't ready for change, get out of the way. This train stops for nothing. And on that note, I think songs are part of the reading too, and this is great that this song came up. All the cards have some sort of meaning to a song. So Casey Jones is this card. I don't know the Grateful Dead song lyrics well enough to know all the cards, but I'm going to learn them. This one was just super obvious because that song's so popular. This is just so cool. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm going to start doing readings for people for donations or just for free for practice. I'm only going to do like 1 or 2 a day at the most because they might take me like 20 minutes to an hour to do it. But this is for everybody. This is my gift to you. It means a lot to me. This is sacred to me. I've been called to do more service work, and I'm always by myself, so I don't like have anybody to help. The universe brings me people, but I gotta leave my house. And I just got taken advantage of by somebody that I was helping, that I've been helping for 9 months. And I got burned, and I learned a lesson. And I lost my temper because I let myself get... It doesn't matter. Anyways. So, we're gonna take a break, and I'm gonna come back with the second version of this video tonight. We're at 27 minutes right now. 27 is fire. It's the Ace of Wands in the tarot deck. That's more fire, new energy, fire energy, movement. Remember, we're on a train, high on cocaine, and we gotta watch our speed. High on cocaine. Casey Jones, you better watch your speed. Trouble ahead. Jerry says hi. So does Bobby. So does Phil. So does Brent. Just cross my mind. Everybody get up and dance. You need to have more fun. You need to be joyful. Don't be so serious. Fire energy can be fun. It can be wild and crazy and fun, but in a responsible way. Stay grounded. Make sure you stay grounded into the earth. Imagine the roots coming out of your feet so you don't go too far away on that train high on cocaine. Stay grounded. Trouble ahead, trouble behind. And you know that notion just crossed my mind. First thought, bad. First thought, wrong. All you alcoholic crackheads out there.